The Productivity Suite software allows us to modify our existing program and execute the new code without stopping the PLC scan. This is referred to as online editing. We change the ladder logic code, and when we save it to the PLC, the current PLC scan is held until the new code is written to the unit. It then releases the scan, and our new program begins executing. This happens in milliseconds, so our process can continue to operate. We're going to demonstrate something critically important: fail-safe wiring for stop circuits. We'll show why our current wiring configuration is not fail-safe, rewire the stop button properly, and then use online editing to update our ladder logic to match, all without stopping the PLC. This is a lesson that could save equipment, prevent injuries, or even save lives in a real industrial application. Let's get started. Detailed information contained in this video can be found at accautomation.ca. A link has been put in the description below. The website offers extensive links, references, and coding samples, making it a one-stop shop for all your automation queries. accautomation.ca. Current wiring configuration review. Let's review our current wiring setup. Start push button, DI0 1.1 wired normally open, NO. Stop push button, DI0 1.1.2 wired normally open, NO. Lead light motor, DO0 1.1.1 represents the motor output. In our ladder logic, we're using a normally open NO contact for start, a normally closed NC contact for stop, an output coil for the motor. The thinking behind this design was the physical stop button is normally open, so when pressed, it sends a signal to the PLC. We use an NC contact in the ladder so that when the input turns on, the contact opens and breaks the circuit. This logic works perfectly until something goes wrong. Demonstrating the problem, not fail-safe. Let's test what happens when we simulate a wiring failure. This is the scenario every control engineer needs to understand. Step 1. Start the motor. With the PLC in run mode, press the start button. The motor output LED turns on and seals in. Everything works as expected. Step 2. Monitor the circuit. Open the data view panel, Ctrl plus Shift plus F3, so you can see the status of all our I/O points. DI0 1.1.1 start, off. DI0 1.1.2 stop, off. Do 0 1.1.1 motor on. Also enable monitoring in the ladder editor to see the logic flow. Step 3. Simulate a wire failure. Now with the motor running, carefully remove one wire from the stop push button. This simulates what happens if a wire breaks due to vibration, a terminal connection comes loose, a wire is accidentally cut. Corrosion causes an open circuit. What happens? Nothing. The motor keeps running. Look at the data view. DI0 1.1.2 stop is still off. In the ladder logic, the NC contact for stop remains true, closed, allowing power to flow to the output. The critical problem: if you try to press the stop button now, nothing happens because the wire is disconnected. You cannot stop the motor using the stop button. In a real industrial application, this could mean an operator cannot stop a machine in an emergency. Equipment damage continues unchecked. Serious injury could occur. This is not a fail-safe design. Understanding fail-safe wiring. A fail-safe design means that when a failure occurs, the system defaults to the safe state. For stop circuits and emergency stops, the safe state is stopped. The rule: stop buttons and emergency. Stop, e-stop buttons should always be wired as normally closed, NC contacts. Here's why this works. Normally closed stop button wiring, button not pressed, contact is closed, current flows, input sees 24 VDC, ON. Button pressed, contact opens, current stops, input sees 0 VDC off. Wire breaks, current stops, input sees 0 VDC off, same as pressing stop. With NC wiring, any failure in the stop circuit, broken wire, loose connection, failed switch, results in the same condition as pressing the stop button. The machine stops. This is a fail-safe. Industry standards. This isn't just a good idea, it's required by safety standards, including FPA 79 Electrical Standard for Industrial Machinery, IEC 60204-1 Safety of Machinery, OSHA regulations. Emergency stop circuits have additional requirements, including direct acting contacts and self-monitoring, but the fundamental principle remains: NC wiring for stop functions. Rewiring the stop button. Now let's make our wiring failsafe. Step 1. Power down safely. Before making any wiring changes, put the PLC in stop mode or remove power. Never make wiring changes with the system energized. Step 2. Replace or rewire the stop button. Change the stop push button from a normally open NO contact to a normally closed NC contact. Option A. Replace the button. If your stop button has NO contacts, replace it with one that has NC contacts. Most industrial stop buttons are red and have NC contacts by default. Option B. Use the NC contact. Many push buttons have both NO and NC contact blocks. Simply move your wires from the NO terminals to the NC terminals. This is our case. New wiring, one side of the NC contact connects to 24 VDC positive. The other side of the NC contact connects to input 2, DI0.1.2. Input common C1 connects to 24 VDC negative. Step 3. Verify the new wiring. Power up the PLC. Keep it in stop mode. Open data view and observe. With the stop button not pressed, DI0.1.1.2 should be on. Input sees 24 VDC through the closed NC contact. Press the stop button. DI0.1.1.2 should turn off. NC contact opens. This is the opposite behavior from before, and that's exactly what we want. The ladder logic problem. Now we have a problem. Our ladder logic uses a normally closed NC contact for the stop input. But with our new NC wiring, stop not pressed, input is on, NC ladder contact is false, open, motor can't run. Stop pressed, input is off, NC ladder contact is true, closed. This is backwards. We need to change the ladder logic to use a normally open NO contact for the stop input. This way, stop not pressed, input is on, NO ladder contact is true, closed, motor can run. Stop pressed, input is off, NO ladder contact is false, open. Motor stops. Online editing, making the change. Here's where online editing becomes valuable. We can make this change while the PLC is running, minimizing downtime. Step 1. Connect and go online. Make sure you're connected to the P1M6216DR via USB-C or Ethernet. The PLC should be in run mode with the CPU selector switch set to run. Step 2. Locate the stop contact. In the ladder editor, find the NC contact for DI01.1.2. Stop in your start-stop motor rung. This will now be highlighted. Step 3. Change the contact type. Locate the NO contact under the contacts instructions. Double-click on the NO contact. The Replace instruction window will now be shown. Select Yes to replace the normally closed NC with the normally open NO. Step 4. Notice the unsaved indicators. You'll see symbols appear on the left side of the modified rung, indicating that the program has been changed but not saved or transferred to the CPU. Step 5. Save the project. Select File, Save Project, or click the Save icon. The symbols will change to indicate the project is saved but not yet transferred. Step 6. Transfer using Runtime Transfer. Select File, Transfer Project, to CPU or click the transfer icon or press Shift Pulse F9. The Select Transfer Type window appears. Select Runtime Transfer. This option transfers the new program while the PLC continues to run. Click OK to begin the transfer. Step 7. Verify the transfer. The Transfer Project to CPU window shows the transfer progress. When complete, the ladder logic will resume monitoring with the new code in effect. The entire transfer happens in milliseconds. The PLC scan is briefly held while the new code is written, then execution continues with the updated program. If you are enjoying this video, please hit the like button below. Keeping up with all the latest automation innovations can be difficult, so hit the subscribe button. Remember to hit the bell next to your subscription to receive notifications. Testing the failsafe circuit. Now let's verify our failsafe design works correctly. Test 1. Normal operation. Press Start. Motor turns on. Release Start. Motor stays on. Sealed. Press Stop. Motor turns off. Release Stop. Motor stays off. Test 2. Failsafe test. Press Start. Motor turns on. With the motor running, remove a wire from the Stop button. The motor should immediately turn off. Why this works? When you remove the wire, the input loses its 24 VDC signal and turns off. In the ladder logic, the no contact for stop opens, becomes false, breaking the circuit, the motor stops. This is a fail-safe operation. Any failure in the stop circuit, broken wire, loose terminal, or failed switch automatically stops the motor. Test 3. Compare to before. Remember what happened with the old normally open wiring? The motor kept running when we removed a wire. Now it stops. That's the difference between a dangerous circuit and a safe one. The rules to remember: stop buttons and e-stops should always be wired with NC contacts. When using NC wired buttons, use normally open contacts in the ladder logic. The combination of NC wiring and a normally open ladder contact ensures fail-safe operation. Test your fail-safe circuits by simulating wire failures. Online editing benefits: make changes without stopping production. Test modifications in real time. Minimize downtime during troubleshooting. Quickly respond to safety concerns. Next time, we will look at using the PLC simulator on the Productivity Suite software. The Productivity Mini PLC series from Automation Direct, and specifically the P1 M62216DR, is a compact powerhouse that packs serious capability into a surprisingly small footprint. To see our first ladder logic, click here. Click here to build digital twins of 3D virtual machinery, test control logic, and learn automation without expensive hardware using Machine Simulator.